Yes, sir. Mod Tricker back up in this thing, man. Today we'll be seeing for ourselves just how deep the rabbit hole goes, man. Today I'm reacting to some creepy TikToks that'll give you the goosebumps. But before we hop into that, man, go ahead and spam that like button right now so we can run our numbers up on the algorithm. And you ain't even gotta think about it later. And if you haven't already, man, go ahead and hit that sub button, man. Sub up, join the family. I promise this is the most lit and active community on YouTube, period, man. And to everybody who's already subbed up, I finally caved and started a Twitter and a Discord. So I'll leave those links in the description below. You guys can join and we can keep the conversation going. But with that being said, guys, let's hop straight into the video.
Officials now concerned about a dam above the city here. They say it's approaching capacity. They may need to let some water out, which could be devastating. They are still warning everybody to be ready to head to higher ground.
Oh my, that's insane. Woo. That is wild.
Holy, look at that propane tank. You can smell it too. I'm moving back. And now it's stuck right there at that house.
Hey, I'm not a meteorologist, but 2 months worth of rain falling in 48 hours is not something you see every day, bro. The boys at Heart were testing the limits on this one.
There's a video currently going viral of a chicken that has a monkey head. A chicken with the head of a monkey. This creature was caught in Côte d'Ivoire, near a village in Abidjan. I don't even know what I'm looking at. You guys should join me and check it out.
Common sense is telling me that this one is fake because you would need some powerful voodoo to create that. It looked like one of those cats just pulled an Agent Smith and duplicated itself.
Of course, none other than TMZ got this exclusive footage of Jamie Foxx being seen for the first time in public since his hospitalization on April 12th. So he was seen cruising down the Chicago River, and from the article, they say it could be some of his family members on the boat. And you know how I like to get a little conspiratorial? What if it's a clone to make us all shut up? Because this was also taken with some high quality potato phone footage, okay? The article now says hopefully all the rumors can be put to rest because the guy seems to be well on his way to achieving full health again. Still no word on what exactly happened to him that sent him into the ER in the first place, but now it says that Jamie Foxx is going to make a comeback. I don't know. What do you guys think?
He could really end this whole debate by going live for just like 5 minutes, letting everybody know he's okay. But the fact that he hasn't done that is suspicious.
What in the? That's scary.
Look,
They're stopping.
What is that?
What the
UFO.
is that?
I don't know what that is,
Look,
but they're
one just
moving around.
disappeared.
They're like moving.
That one just went sideways.
What?
I told you I got a good eye. That's like over Greensboro. you hear gunshots now. Oh,
They almost look like asteroids, but the movement is that of some sort of craft. So this could be a real UFO, bro. Let me know what you guys think, though.
If you think you know what the stars really are, then you're about to be in for a big surprise. Now, the stars are not what you think and not what you have been told, and I am going to prove it. Now, first I want to show you guys how the Egyptians depicted the stars. They depicted the stars on the firmament. Now, the firmament has been mentioned many times in the Bible, and I want you to take note of this. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. So once again, when we look at the Egyptian depiction, they're talking about the firmament and the stars on the firmament. Here's the Hebrew. As you can see, waters above the firmament, and here are the stars. All of our ancestors knew the real truth about this realm. Now watch this. Now this is what a real close-up of the stars looks like under the most powerful zoom camera in the world, Nikon P900. This is what the stars really look like right here. Now there is a big difference of what NASA is telling you the stars are versus what they really are. Now once again, this is a close-up of the stars. Remember when I said waters above the firmament? What does this look like to you guys? These are frequencies of light within the waters above. This is what cymatics or resonant frequencies look like when pitched into water. It is the exact same thing. Now NASA is purposely hiding God's true creation because they do not want you to know how powerful you are. They want you to be asleep and they want you to be a slave. And the real truth is found within. Peace and love.
He has a very compelling argument, but I feel like even the most powerful zoom camera in the world isn't as strong as an astronomer's telescope. So naturally the images will look different depending on which one you're using at the time.
Of a hop.
glitch in the matrix.
You can tell she was perplexed by that, bro. The ball just went through her racket like it was a hologram.
The Scientology scandal. The church is well known for being touchy about any criticism of their organization, and their influence over celebrities is widely documented. But theories about their influence over the government are also out there, and it turns out that this is not just a conspiracy theory. In the 1970s, at least 5,000 members of the organization conducted espionage on government agencies and private organizations. This was not a fringe element either. The founder's wife, Mary Sue Hubbard, pleaded guilty and went to prison. It was one of the largest scale infiltrations of the US government in history, all in an effort to destroy evidence that painted Scientology in an unfavorable light. But as we know, it arguably had quite the opposite effect. Do you know?
Trying to destroy all that evidence makes them look even more guilty, bro. That just confirms everybody's theories.
Okay, so we might get a free show in the sky this week. The Northern Lights could be visible in the far northern horizon in parts of Illinois and Indiana. The lights will peak on Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but here's the thing. Normally, we don't get to see them, but here's the thing. A powerful solar storm could strengthen the lights, making them bright enough for us to see. Now, for the best view, experts recommend getting away from the city lights so that you can view them in all their splendor.
That's no small task around here.
I was thinking the same thing. I mean, can you maybe find like a rooftop that's in like the...
Not even a rooftop will do, because as long as there's light around you, it closes your irises up and makes it harder to view the night sky like that.
I know you can see the northern lights in parts of Alaska and Canada up by the North Pole, but never in the Midwest, bro. This is different. I never even knew a double tornado was possible, bro. This is a new fear unlocked.
Have you ever heard of the Rothschild family? They're one of the wealthiest and most influential families in history, with a banking empire that spans centuries. But some believe their power extends far beyond what's publicly known. Rumors suggest they have a hand in global events from wars to economic crises. Some even claim they have ties to secret societies like the Illuminati. Is there truth to these claims? Or are they just the product of wild speculation? The enigma of the Rothschild dynasty continues to captivate us. What secrets might they still be hiding?
Judging by the hand sign he threw up in his picture, I would say they're a part of something, but...
I just came across it and it is insane. Look at this.
Harvard professor believes he's found fragments of alien technology. But wait for this. So basically this meteor crashed and these guys went out to go recover the materials, and this is what they found. We found 10 spheres. These are almost perfect spheres or metallic marbles. When you look at them through a microscope, they look very distinct from the background. They have colors of gold, blue, and some of them resemble a miniature of the Earth. Now this one gets really crazy. Call it a coincidence, but who remembers the credits to Men in Black?
Whenever something like this happens, they always just sweep it under the rug by making a little article in the technology section. She just pulled a Katy Perry classic, bro. You can't tell me that's normal.
During a brutal study done at Harvard University in the 1950s, Dr. Richter put rats in a pool of water to see how long they could actually tread the water. On average, the rats would give up after about 15 minutes of swimming. But right before they sank, the professor would pluck them out of the water, dry them off, and let them rest for about 10 minutes. Then he'd put them back in the water for a second round. How long do you think they lasted this time? Now keep in mind, they're already exhausted. On average, people thought 10, 15 minutes they might last. Try 60 hours. And no, that's not an error. They would last another 60 hours treading water. The conclusion was drawn that after they plucked them out of the water the first time, it gave the rats hope. They were able to push themselves much further than they ever thought they were capable of. I want to leave you with this thought. If a little hope can push rats to swim that long, what can it do for you? Remember what you're capable of, and always keep swimming.
That's a super unnecessary experiment, but I guess.
Pop goes the bottle.
Watch this. So no one touched the bottle.
Oh my god, take it away.
Are they all calling, yeah? Now watch, focus on it. It should happen.
I'm guessing the radio waves from the cell phone just disrupted the champagne enough to make the cork pop.
Here's a Mandela effect video I never thought I'd want to make because it's about bugs and I hate bugs. So yesterday I was cleaning around the back door of the shop and I found one of these. It was dead. Oh, thank you. So as I'm inspecting it and I'm like, the hell is this? I've never seen a bug that looked like this before. I Google it. It says it's a mud dauber. This is not a mud dauber from my timeline. All of the wasp from my timeline are brown, black, sometimes a little red, sometimes might have some yellow on them. These aren't even like crazy up close pictures. They're just, it literally was the most beautiful wasp I'd ever seen, which is so disgusting to even say, but it had these beautiful blue, purple, metallic, holographic wings and a metal body.
I actually saw one of these for the first time in my entire life this summer, bro, but up until then I only remember them ever being yellow and black. I could be wrong, but let me know if you guys ever seen these prior to 2023.
The FDA has clearly determined that benzene should not be used in standard pharmaceutical production at all because of its unacceptable toxicity. However, there currently does not exist any established exposure limit for benzene. The 2 parts per million concentration limit only applies in special circumstances, which do not include sunscreen. So naturally, mega corporations gonna mega corporate. Under special circumstances where benzene is unavoidable in the manufacture of something, then a 2 parts per million limit is set. Then using the worst product that they found in this study at 6.26 parts per million, that equates to 695,000 nanograms of benzene, which is 7,248 times the NDMA limit of 96. Yes, the limit is 96 nanograms. But they found 695.8 thousand nanograms in the worst sunscreen.
That's capitalism at its finest, bro, exploiting a loophole despite the consequences.
Imagine it's always been in our faces, that we just weren't paying attention.
Apparently
Lately, this mystery code's been turning up just as much as that mysterious yellow pickup truck I told you about. Well, I got on the line to some of my partners down in Valencia, California, and it turns out that this number appears on a classroom door as some type of daycare for older folks called Cal Arts. The room isn't anything like our Caterpillar room, but instead, it's for these adults to learn character animation. Need further proof?
That gotta just be an unfortunate coincidence, right?
Tried going to see Sound of Freedom, and this happened. No one left until they played the movie. They tried to give us free tickets if we left.
I know.
Fire alarm goes off and people still watch the movie. They can't stop the truth.
I've probably been to the movies almost 1,000 times. I've never seen a screen glitch like that or the fire alarm pull, so that's just sketchy.
محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله لا إله إلا الله elle est là surveille-le oui je l'ai là c'est de l'assaut
Person who placed their foot right in front of that king crab with some open-toe sandals on is asking for it.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, before you look.
Wait, just I wanted to show that it's the light.
Oh, it's the light.
Okay. No, I want to show people how.
Okay.
Make it light up.
It is lit.
Now turn it off.
Off. Lit. I mean, I don't got that.
Oh wait, do it with your finger. Sorry, I wasn't showing your finger.
It isn't.
Maybe he's using his body to complete the circuit. I'm just confused how he's not getting shocked.
The Ouija boards open a portal to the other side. For generations, these spirit boards have captivated the minds of many who seek to communicate with the afterlife. Some caution that this game is not to be taken lightly, and that playing with it can invite in unknown entities that may have sinister intentions. Spirit boards first saw widespread use in Ohio after the Civil War for people to communicate with deceased loved ones. In 1890, a medium named Helen Peters designed the board that we know today. The story goes that when she asked the board what it should be called, it responded with Ouija, which was said to be an ancient Egyptian word meaning good luck. The board was patented and produced by William Fold's Ouija Novelty Company and was a huge success. Fold often consulted the board on business matters. However, in 1927, he fell off the roof of a new factory that the board told him to build. On the way to the hospital, the car hit a bump on the road and one of his broken ribs pierced his heart and he died. It seems that perhaps the game wasn't entirely harmless. You see, over the years, it gained a reputation for being able to summon something evil. A number of cases throughout the 20th century were said to be influenced by these boards, along with movies like The Exorcist, which made many believe these boards opened up the doors to hell. While many consider the game to be harmless, others have experienced things they can't explain and are left with the question.
It kind of makes me question how this even became a consumer product, but if you have any experience with the Ouija board, man, let us know your experience in the comments.
Please, Sheriff.
This is crazy to see this. Look at his eyes turn black. Then his nose hooked down. His face is actually changing into other faces. And at the end he looks like what we see as an Egyptian in all the movies. It's crazy, man. Johnny Depp stands up afterwards and he's not glitching out, so don't give me that excuse. That is a shapeshifter hauling ass out the door. Reptilians are here.
He was the only one on the screen that glitched too. I feel like if this was something wrong with the camera, the entire shot would have been affected.
If you work backwards from that and you look at the number of blocks that are involved, and 2.5 million blocks of stone, you're talking across 25 years, you have to have one block finished, cut, transported, put in place, perfectly aligned, all of that. One block every 5 minutes. For 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 25 years to build that structure in 25 years. Now, that doesn't take into account the tremendous amount of foundational work that has to go into these structures. Yusuf and I, we go to great pains to show people when you're walking around the pyramid, the tendency is to look up at this thing and go, man, that thing's amazing. But what you should also is look down at your feet, because at the feet there was probably years and years of work in terms of leveling the ground. In some places they put in these gigantic floor tiles that are the foundation blocks for the pyramid. Some of these weigh in excess of 200 tons, and they're fit together with precision. It's like a block that locks into the bedrock, and the other blocks around them, you can't fit a razor blade in between the gaps, which is something you see on pretty much all of this pyramid architecture, which is utterly remarkable. That figure of one block every 5 minutes doesn't account for all of the other.
Let's not forget that the pyramids are also perfectly aligned with the Orion constellation, so laying a block every 5 minutes and getting that right seems kind of impossible.
Hey everybody, so today I have been noticing on TikTok that a lot of people have been going to see the movie Sound of Freedom, and a lot of people at the AMC theaters, and I'm not sure about other theaters, but I'm looking into the AMC theaters, have been having a lot of issues during the movie for random reasons. So I thought I'd dig a little bit and I'd go down the rabbit hole a little bit, and this is what I found. I could do a lot more digging. This is just what I found. So the CEO, I'm going to read it off here. The CEO of AMC Theaters is Adam Aaron. You can find this anywhere online, Google it, whatever. He is the CEO of AMC Entertainment Holdings. Now, Adam Aaron, here's where it gets good. Some of you will know. He served in President Clinton's cabinet as administrator of the U.S. small businesses, and he was the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, assistant to President Bill Clinton. You think about that for a minute. A little bit of information on AMC. It's the largest operation of movie theaters in the United States and in Europe and worldwide. So
I feel like them pulling out all the stops to try to prevent people from watching this movie is just drawing more attention to it, because now I want to see it, especially after she explained that.
Sleeping Godzilla underneath Yellowstone, that if it erupts in a maximum eruption called Category 8, it could literally tear the guts out of the United States of America.
Renowned physicist Michio Kaku has just dropped a bombshell about the menacing Yellowstone supervolcano, hinting at the possibility of a cataclysmic size 8 eruption. The implications of such an event are staggering, as it could reshape our very existence.
This is just adding on to the anxiety.
Both Iowa in Indonesia and there is an orangutan in your house.
Wait, what? Bro. Wait, we just woke up and blood is in the yard.
Bro just came in.
Bake off. Bro, there's an orangutan in the toilet, bro.
Wait. Oh my God.
He's washing his hands with the soap. He's washing his hands with the soap. He's using the soap to wash his hands. No way. Bro is
Blood got tasty.
And he's got Fanta as well. Nah, this is bad. What do we do? He opened it, bro. He opened the Sprite. No, he's actually drinking Sprite.
Nah.
He's actually drinking Sprite.
This would be amazing, but if they charge those sodas to my room, I'm sending him a Cash App request. But with that being said, guys, that was the video. Thank you for coming to kick it with me. Let me know what you guys thought about these creepy TikToks in the comments below. And until next time, y'all take care of yourself.